Just like that, the 2023-2024 NBA season is over as the Celtics have done it. The well-deserved NBA champions, as they've done everything right for however many years it is now, right? Essentially, pretty much everything right since the Kevin Garnett Paul Pierce trade, and they finally get their due here as they've built an incredible all-around team where it left me impressed way more with everyone around Tatum and Brown than with Tatum and Brown in and of itself. But not to say they've both not been impressive. Uh, it's just how I feel, right? I feel like the role players, the team construction impressed me more than the two star players who are still top 5, top 10, top 15 players in the league, right? I don't know where you would rank Jalen Brown. Jason Tatum has to be probably in the top around the top 5, right? Around there, 6th, 7th. You could put him in the top 5 if you want. I don't mind it. Jalen Brown, maybe top 10, maybe top 15. I don't know. I would have to look at it, but that's not the point. They deserve it. They've done everything right. They stuck to their system. They've played, within themselves, even though sometimes Jalen and Jason can get into too much isolations and too many bad shots, and it felt like they were kind of, you know, uh, they got away with some really bad shots and bad everything, but it didn't matter. The Mavs just didn't have it today. Kyrie and Luka were really rough, especially Kyrie, who just can't have a good game, I guess, in Boston for whatever reason, right? I guess he got cursed after the Brooklyn stint, and after he left the Celtics, he's been really bad against them overall uh, since then, and especially in the Garden. So the Celtics deserve all the credit. Brad Stevens, Joe Mazzulla, who's been an excellent coach, Tatum and Brown for sticking with each other, believing in themselves, not letting egos get in the way, and the role players for being that great. Jrue Holiday, sensational finals, could have been the finals MVP in my opinion, in a way. Uh, and I wouldn't have minded if it was split between Tatum and Brown because it would have felt right. I thought they would give it to Tatum after today's game because this was his maybe best game in these playoffs. Probably not, but certainly the best game in these finals. Especially the drives, the early aggression, the passing. He did a little bit of everything, obviously, with not that many turnovers, only 2 of them today, and was just all around sensational. And I thought that would shift the tides to him, but it was Jalen Brown who got the Finals MVP. He was also sensational. Could have gone to either of those guys. Could have gone to Jrue Holiday. You could have given it to the whole starting lineup. I wouldn't have minded in a way. Al Horford gets his ring, well deserved. Derek White gets his ring, well deserved. Porzingis, Sam Hauser really impressed me off the bench. Pritchard with those half court heaves is crazy, right? And hey, you gotta appreciate Al Horford, Derek White, Jrue Holiday getting rings, right? They play the game the right way, defensively. They do a little bit of everything, all around players, role players that uh, are not one dimensional, right? That do a little bit of everything, if I were to say. And I mean, overqualified role players in the Derek White and Jrue Holiday part, in a way. Uh, but that's a debate for another day. They were just able to create such a great team with a great coach, with a great system, with a great vision, and they deserve all the credits for it. They built it naturally, they built it organically, and hey, maybe if the Brooklyn Nets weren't stupid, it couldn't have happened. But uh, that's also to me more of a plus for Danny Ainge, right, and them before this regime. So um, the Celtics deserve it. As much as I hate Boston, as much as I fucking hate them, they do deserve it. Uh, yeah, congratulations and fuck you. That's how I would say. Still a little disappointed with these playoffs. There were a lot of exciting moments, exciting storylines, exciting games. But the finals were really underwhelming with the games, right? Pretty much one game was close. Uh, and it felt like too much of a mismatch. Um, the Eastern finals were the Eastern playoffs were riddled with injuries, which was not nice, even though there were some really good games, really good moments, really good series. Uh, and the West had its moment, especially Minnesota against Denver, right? that was sensational. The Phoenix series, Minnesota involved was really fun. And to be fair, the OKC Dallas series was really good also. But at the end of the day, what can you do, right? I still enjoyed myself watching these games. I still enjoyed myself talking about these games. I just wish it was a little more dramatic at the end of the day, right? Maybe if it was Dallas doing this to Boston, I wouldn't be as upset. But at the end of the day, we all have our biases. We all have our uh, opinions about teams, cities, preconceived, just hatred for some. I mean, we know the Lakers Celtics rivalry and stuff, but uh, that's not the point here. We have a new NBA champion. It is well deserved, and not much else to say. Just a complete domination of a season from the Celtics, and we'll see what happens next year. Tatum eligible for what is it, like 63 million a year extension? It's crazy, but he's gonna get it for sure. And we'll see if the Celtics, if they can hold on to this next year. They will for sure be the favorites because I don't think anyone will be leaving. I'm pretty sure Derek White still has a year left, unless I'm wrong. Maybe he does not. He certainly warrants a contract, but I guess he's the first guy that could leave, and Al Horford if he wanted to retire, I guess. But otherwise, they're pretty much locked into this team next year, and we'll see. We'll see how they do. The Mavs have a lot to build on. Really disappointed with Kyrie in these finals, but you had Derek Lively show you a lot. Luka still at least did something, even though it was not the pretty finals for him. And they have things to build on for sure. It will be interesting what they do in the offseason. And I'll be covering that all, right? Offseason began. Jeff Van Gundy already was an assistant to the Bucks or whatever the fuck that was. Jeff Van Bundy. Jeff Van Bundy, okay. Jeff Van, Jeff Van Gundy. What is it? Clippers, actually. What the fuck? Why did I say Bucks? Yeah, Clippers, which is intriguing to be on the Tyronn Lue staff. So we already have moves happening. The free agency essentially started. There could be news about players' contracts, everything, right? Clay news. You can expect a lot of it here on my channel. My thoughts and opinions. If you want to see me play games, you can check out my other channel. It's RJ 143 Twig, TYIK. And yeah, I played God of War. So, and there will be a lot of games coming because I'm unemployed and I can do it. I have the privilege, thankfully. I have a huge privilege right now still. So, I'm trying to make of it as much as I can at the end of the day. And yeah, with that being said, thank you all for watching, supporting, subscribing, liking throughout this NBA season. We really had a good time. Next year we'll continue with the Warriors coverage, probably the Valkyrie coverage once the WNBA season starts because I'm really enjoying the WNBA this year. So we'll see if I want to make videos about it because I don't want to turn everything into video hobbies. But it's been a way where I feel like it's more purposeful to me, even though it shouldn't be that way in a way. But that's just how I've been brought up. Anyway, whatever. Let me not get into that. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for enjoying the NBA season with me. I hope to catch you next year. Draft, Olympics, off season, all here, very likely. And yeah, be kind to others as always, and love, baby.